patience, Grasshopper. I always play the long game. And let's start with the long game that the Jets are waiting for. And Ari, they're waiting, obviously, for Aaron Rodgers. And I'm just telling you right now, this thing could drag into next week. That doesn't mean it's not happening. It's happening, but it might drag into next week. So be prepared for that as we go through this process. But that's just part of what the Jets have done. What do you make of the cavalcade of signings, especially at the receiver position for the Jets?
Well, I'm going to pass this back to you after here because I think everyone wants to listen to you instead of me right now. But I'll just say this. Alan Lazard was a target for the Jets, and obviously there's a familiarity there without Aaron, with Nathaniel Hackett, the offensive coordinator. But they're getting him at a pretty good, he's getting a really good price. 4 years, $44 million. Jacoby Myers got 11 per year with the Raiders because the wide receiver market was simply not moving. It was dead on the first day. And Lazard comes in here and basically it's 4 years, $44 million from the Jets, knowing that there's a potential that my quarterback might be coming here. And
you think? Are you sure?
I have
Are you sure?
Here. Yeah, exactly. So his agent did a good job over here, got the price up, and it looks like they're finalizing this deal. What I will say is that there was another team trying to get Alan Lazard here, and it did get close in the end. That's not
Denver. It was Denver. It was Denver.
All right, there you go. Trey knows. It was the Denver Broncos. They were making an aggressive push to try to get him, and eventually he finalized with the Jets on that deal for 4 years and 44, and that will become official most likely on Wednesday. But the big fish that everyone is waiting for, Trey, is Aaron Rodgers, and we're all waiting. And if you watch NFL Network and if you watch ESPN, they're all just saying the same thing over and over. There's no update, and I feel like people want to listen to you. So I guess let me just pass it over to you. And what do you have to say about all this?
Here's what I'll say. The tweet that I put out there is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. And when I say it may drag into next week, you need to be prepared for that because it may go into next week. But Aaron Rodgers, the deal for Aaron Rodgers has been in place since last Friday. It's essentially been in place last Friday. Now, I don't know exactly what the delay is, and I might have something to do with that because when you're trading Aaron Rodgers, right, you need to button everything up, right? From the Packers side, how we want to thank him for all these years of 50. They want to do it right and all this kind of stuff. And I'm sure the Jets want to make sure they get it right. So when the narrative is disrupted or the timeline of their narrative is disrupted, much in the same way it was for Tom Brady's pseudo-retirement last year when Jeff Darlington and Adam Schefter broke the news that Tom was walking away, suddenly people are like, oh, holy hell, let's move things. We gotta do some stuff. That might be part of it. That might be part of it. All I can tell you is this deal has been in place for a long time, and the holdup isn't really Aaron. It isn't Aaron. Ready to roll. So Jets fans, of course, are obviously, as a group, a very nervous, strenuous, and anxious group of people. But you might have to wait a little bit longer, but play the long game. Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback of the New York Jets in 2023.